welcome back for another DMK video. So sorry I wasn't able to do a live stream yesterday for the start of chapter 2. Unfortunately, I had an appointment, and with DMK changing the actual start date of the tower challenge, unfortunately chapter 2 actually fell on my appointment day, and it was a little bit too late to change it, unfortunately. So I am sorry about that, but I will be doing a live stream for the start of chapter 3 on Sunday. So we'll start here with some dialogue from Rapunzel. Oh, he's not here. I guess I was wrong too. Gah! Wait, Flynn? Why did you just fall out of my wardrobe? Yeah, why did he just fall out of the wardrobe? I'm very confused. Ha! Funny story. I was looking for some soap and a clean towel for, reasons, and I sort of got myself stuck in the... Well, the important thing is that I have a surprise for you, which is, totally unrelated to what I was doing just now. Quest complete. Has Flynn flown? Okay, but Flynn, if you never learned how to bathe, you can just tell me, right? I think that would be beneficial, Flynn, regardless if Rapunzel teaches you. It'll be beneficial for both of you. Trust me. Trust me. Alright, so here is Rapunzel. She's got some more dialogue here with Flynn. Alright, after cleaning up a certain piggy somebody's hiding place, Rapunzel, would you do me the honor of accompanying me to the Snuggly Duckling? I've got a surprise for you. I guess so. Are you sure you don't want me to just give you a washcloth to keep, though? I have spares. Oh my gosh, I can't believe she's still on that path. For the last time, Blondie, I know how to... Never mind. Just go with me on this one, okay? Okay, Flynn. I went in first, like you said, and there's nobody here. Hello? Surprise! This is a kingdom quest. Send Rapunzel and Flynn to visit the duckling. In other words, the Snuggly Duckling attraction in our kingdoms. So, of course, we have to have that built. So if you guys haven't built the Snuggly Duckling, these quests are definitely not going to happen. Now, the reason why I'm getting these quests in my kingdom now, guys, is because I have welcomed Pascal. So if you guys missed that live stream and want to kind of get the whole start of this dialogue, you guys can definitely check that out. It's on my channel page. And so yeah, anyways, that is sort of what has triggered all of this dialogue in particular right here. So it will depend on where you are in your storyline to obviously get that dialogue, but since I was up until the point where they added Pascal to the collection, I was technically done the Tangled collection. So I was done all the dialogue, maxing out all the characters and everything. Speaking of Pascal, there he is. So that was why I am getting the additional dialogue, and I am loving it because I have missed the dialogue with Rapunzel and Flynn. Flynn's hilarious in this game, so it's perfect. I love how cute he is. Oh my god, you want to come visit me? You could be like my pet. We can play hide and seek too. Pascal! Oh, Flynn, you found him for me. You must have known I was lonely, and... Oh my goodness, that table is cleaner than usual. Is that part of the surprise too? Ahem, sort of. Look, for the trouble I went through to get this all set up, I'm just glad you're happy. Quest complete. Surprise! Oh, Flynn, I really am. Yes, because guess what? Her best buddy is in the kingdom, and she's so happy that she finally found him. Rapunzel again. It's been too long, hasn't it, Pascal? I'm so used to spending all our time together. I almost didn't realize how much I missed you. Well, all that changes today. Yes, yes, that does mean you get head pats. Sorry, I'm actually laughing now. Camille, send Pascal and Rapunzel to catch up. I love that. I love the Kingdom Quest titles, guys, or just any of the side quests, whatever. There's always so amusing. Like, there's been very few where I'm like, I'm bored. And guess what, guys? Look, the quest is being done right in the center. I've had this a few times, actually. I think I had one where I had, what was it, a while ago. I think it was just after I brought in Michael, I think it was. I had Michael, John, Wendy, and Peter Pan. They were all together, all 4 of them here. So doing 2 and 2 quests, and it was hilarious. So it doesn't happen very often, but when it does happen, it's like one of the best spots in the entire kingdom to get animations. Just because there's like nothing usually around. Well, besides like these little kids that want to walk through Rapunzel occasionally, but I mean, you know, typically that doesn't really happen, but he just ran through her again. How distracting. I was trying to prove a point. There's nothing here. But it does give us a good look, too, at Rapunzel's hair, which, again, you don't always get to see the back of her very well, so it's kind of cool. Well, I'm glad you liked it. And you know, I've got the rest of the day free, too. How would you like to spend it together? I think Pascal's gonna love that. He's not gonna say anything, but probably an exclamation mark or question mark, I guess. But why would you be confused, Pascal? Okay, hide and seek it is. But why don't we try a no camouflage round this time, just to keep things interesting? I think that sounds like probably a very difficult thing for Pascal. Quest complete, Camille. Aww. Look at his face, guys. Look at his face when you give him a high five. He's just like, yep, right here. Right here. We definitely see that in the Tangled movie a couple of times, but yeah. Oh, that's it for dialogue? Oh, no. Camille, I want more dialogue. Okay, whatever. Sorry, I'm loving when I get character dialogue that I haven't had in ages. Now, oh, look, Scrooge. I love Scrooge. I love when he dives out of the parade float and then all the money flies out too. I remember for a while some of the animation, like sometimes you would get the coins flying and then it just depended on which turn they were or which way it was facing. But yeah, I think it looks like it's all sorted now, so it's actually quite cool. Now, here, guys, I'm just showing you, if you go into your event shop with the Tower Challenge, I'm not showing you guys the ads, I've actually, like, cut those out. But what you actually do is watch 2 video ads and you get to open these 2 sort of mysterious chests here. Now, when you open these chests, it can give you a bunch of things. Now, for me, it's only going to give me 2 options. It's going to give me either currency of a random amount, or it is going to give me currency and a refresh token. So it just sort of depends. I'll show you guys another one a little bit later on, but that just kind of gives you like a general idea here. So this is sort of like right, just so you guys know here, this is now officially the start of chapter 2. Hardly a setback at all. That spell was merely a taste of what's to come. Maleficent's so scary when she's angry. I think there should be some sort of other, like, tower animation, though. Just saying. Like, we need one kind of, like, at the start of the Tower Challenge, but something a little bit different for chapters 2 and 3. Merlin. Ha-ha! Good show, good show. The forces of evil may be on the rise, but they're no match for us. I love when he dances like that. So, accept this magical reward for achieving rank 351 on the leaderboard with a score of 48,737. So this was for the leaderboard, guys. So I got 2 refresh tokens and 900 EC. So event currency, or you can call them Maleficent coins, which you guys can see there on the screen. Now, today I do get 3 common blueprints. Now, unfortunately, because I wasn't in the top 150, which was actually quite challenging, guys, that means that I did miss out on the Maleficent horn stand, so hopefully I'll be able to get it this time. Beast! Those lights, they're back again. I was annoyed when Gaston's little friend came back, and now this too. Sometimes I feel like I'll never have peace. But Belle, she wouldn't want me to just get angry about it. She'd want me to think it through, and then do something. Question is what? Oh, I know. Maybe I could... Could what? The thoughtful approach. Send bees to see where the light is coming from. Magic mirror. Has to be. Can't think of anything else. That's kind of Beast's thing, right? I know that's one of his quests already in the game, so I'm pretty sure that's what it's gonna do here. Now, it's probably gonna be 2 hours. Beast is busy, so we'll check it out. My game is lagging. What is going on? Everything looks like it's in slow motion. Ah! What am I playing on, like, the oldest device ever? Which I'm not. Guys, I'm playing on, like, the iPhone XR like I usually do, but everything is super slow-mo. I think I need to, like, reload my game. I'll try and maybe do that in a second here, but I want to get through some of this. So this is the start of Chapter 2. So I need, obviously, all of my characters and stuff like that to challenge the tower. Now, I think pretty much everybody was on, like, their quest sort of finishing up or whatever they were doing. So I just have to collect them, but my game is lagging. Yeah, I totally need to refresh this. So the featured character, guys, is Mrs. Potts, which means she does not need a refresh token. Now, the featured collection we know is Beauty and the Beast. So we got Beast, Belle, Chip, LeFou, Gaston, and Lumiere. So those are the characters that we are going to be working with. Now, it doesn't matter, like, here it's showing Gaston and Lumiere being busy. I don't really care because I've got a whole bunch of other characters I can use. We'll start with LeFou since he was one of the Tower Challenge characters way back in the day. They're all maxed out, which is perfect. So then we've got Toy Story, Wally, and Nightmare Before Christmas. So Buzz, Eve, Jack Skellington, and this is really driving me crazy. It's so laggy. Ah! Oh my gosh. Okay, and sorry, Jack Skellington and Wally. I should just reload my game, but it definitely ruins my groove here. Alright, so Jack's good. Then we've got Toy Story, Sleeping Beauty, and Beauty and the Beast. So we've got Aurora, Cogsworth, Bo Peep. So Aurora's going to go out first just because she's available, whatever. Merryweather and Prince Philip. So all these guys are maxed out. So I'm pretty golden for this chapter, just so you guys know. The next one here, we've got Ducky, Forky, Sarge, and Woody. So this is just Toy Story, which is absolutely great. Now, I know some of you guys maybe don't have, I think, Forky and maybe not even Ducky maxed out or anything if you guys have them. So that was something definitely a lot of us were kind of working towards, kind of the week before, obviously, the Tower Challenge started. So, yeah, pretty intense. Now, the points here are going to be the same, sort of as Chapter 1. You're going to get the same points and coins reward. So it's 1,500 to 1,575 for points, and then coins is going to be 250 to 280. So it just depends. They give you whatever in between there. The refresh tokens, guys, the characters that go out for them, just a quick recap here, they are going to be exactly the same as Chapter 1. Now, Chapter 3 will be the same as well. I'll probably remind you guys during my live stream for Chapter 3, but again, just quick recap here. I think if you guys started with me on Chapter 1, you will totally know how this whole process works. Now, Chapter 2, we can see at 1,000 points, we get 2 Radiant Chests, 5,000 points, 500 EC, 12,000 points, 700 EC, 22,000 points, 900 EC, and then 37,000 points, we get the Snow White Bow Stand, which I am very much looking forward to. Now, if you guys noticed, our points reset from Chapter 1 to 2, so we're starting at 0. We need to get to 37,000 points to actually defeat the tower for Chapter 2, but again, it just depends on what your goal is, obviously, for the Tower Challenge. So since I, completed Chapter 1, I vanquished the crystal and everything, it does mean it turns gray. So I will show you guys that in a second here. So Chapter 3, again, the points are going to reset and there'll be different chests and all that, which we'll look at, like, the chests that are going to be for this chapter. So here we can see the gray crystal is sort of floating there, and then now the purple one's floating, which means it's the second one there, which is the start of Chapter 2, and then 3 is still in the ground because it hasn't actually started yet. So just so you guys know, that's kind of how it works. If you guys failed it, I do believe that the crystal will turn gray and then just go into the ground. So it kind of means that she won, and your dialogue will be a little bit different. Unfortunately, I don't know what that is. You'll know if you guys follow the Baby Kingdom, but I haven't done the live stream for that just yet, but hopefully a little bit later on today. I haven't started that chapter. Like, I just, the things have just been a bit hectic, unfortunately. So I've been focusing on the Big Kingdom, but not really that much on the little one at the moment. So It's maybe about a day behind of where I would like it to be, but it'll be okay. It's not the end of the world for me. But anyways, let's take a look here at the leaderboard. Yay, 150. Sweet. So ranks 1 to 150, get the Maleficent horn stand again. 2 refresh, 1,000 currency. 151 to 400, which is where I was last time. 2 refresh tokens, 900 EC. So exactly the same as chapter 1 here. I guess if we're kind of just looking through quickly, it looks like the exact same rewards, which is good because sometimes what they do for chapter 1 to chapter 2, they actually drop down sort of the rankings and stuff. So like if you're not in the top 50, you won't get like the Maleficent horn stand. So they've done that in the past. It does change slightly tower challenge to tower challenge, but again, it really just sort of depends. Now, in terms of the event shop here, I've already got Cogsworth and the Beast Castle. So it looks like Prince Charming, or Charming we're calling him. So Snow White's Prince Charming. It's so confusing because Cinderella already has a Prince Charming in this game, is going to be 400 EC. I don't know what Cogsworth or the Beast Castle is since I haven't opened the Baby Kingdom yet. If you guys know, just for other players that, you know, maybe just want to know or just sort of curious to what's going to happen with Snow White in Chapter 3, please go ahead and put it down in the comment section below. That will definitely help out a lot of the newer players and stuff like that, or just players that are just curious. Like, I'm curious. I'll know, and I might put it in my description, or I probably will put it in my description. I'll post it on Instagram and stuff like that once I do the Baby Kingdom live stream a little bit later tonight. But in terms of for now, like, I just don't have an answer for you guys, unfortunately, so I'll try and make sure that I let you guys know. So with all the currency I had from chapter 1, I was able to get 17 of 25 right off the bat of the year's hats. So I know some of you guys won't spend any of your currency sort of leading up to, you know, obviously chapter 3. You're going to just kind of hold on to it all, and that's totally up to you guys. I like to purchase like these things as I go if I already know what I want. So I've already got Snow White, and I've got Snow White Scary Adventure Attraction. So really I'm just going to be waiting for the sword, really, for chapter 3. I am bringing Prince Charming no matter what. Now, I know the comfy costume is going to be really important for some of you guys, so Snow White will be more important than Prince Charming. So in that case, hold on to your currency. I do understand that that can be a little bit of an issue for sure for people, so just kind of be aware of that. Like, you guys, it just sort of depends on what your goal is for the TC, like, to make that decision and what to purchase, right? So, I mean, again, I know what I want for the Big Kingdom. Baby Kingdom's gonna be entirely different approach to the Tower Challenge. Like, it's still, you still send the characters out the same way, but again, it's just like, you know, again, I'm purchasing as I go, but again, you don't have to do that, depending on what you want, or what you need even for your kingdom. So here's another look, guys, at the mysterious reward offers there just for the ads. I cut them out again just because the ads are just, I'm finding with the game, they're not really appropriate. I mean, it's just, I don't even like to show them. They're just gross. Like, I'm sure they're age appropriate maybe, but like, I'm assuming, right? I'm sure there's some sort of, you know, rules to all of that, but I mean, they're just kind of gross. Like, I'm not really interested in like looking at, you know, a toilet overflowing and stuff. So I'm like, you know what, I really don't need to see that. So I tend to not watch those. I miss the old school ads. I used to show them like when I first started playing the game, and actually play them because they were actually really fun. But yeah, these newer ads, I'm not a big fan. I think they're like definitely promoting maybe some of the wrong games over and over and over again. But I mean, I know some people like those style of games, and that's totally fine. It's just not really what I want to show you. But again, so you know, that's the only way you guys can get those. So if you guys are under a certain age, and I believe it is, you have to be over the age of, I think it's 13 or 14 for the game. When you guys start your game, you have to put in your age. And when you go ahead and put in your age, that basically will just say like, yes, I can watch ads because I'm old enough, or no, I'm not, like, I'm not old enough, so I can't watch these ads. So if you are like, let's say you're playing this game and you're like 10 or something, right? You may not get those ads. Now, not that you would be necessarily watching my channel. I mean, you might be if you're 10. I know the game is like 4+, but I know that some of this dialogue and some of the jokes in here and all of that, the words, it's like first of all, 4-year-old, most of them aren't going to be able to read the dialogue, so you'd need like a parent. But 2, it's just like, yeah, I don't know. It's a bit weird. But if you guys don't get those, or don't get your sort of like ads to watch for gems and stuff like that on Main Street, right, which is like right at the front of the kingdom, you know, where the costume shop and the treasure bank is and stuff, if that's sort of always grayed out or it doesn't even appear, like nothing above it, it just means that you're just not old enough to watch ads, right? So it can mean that too, you're not connected to the internet. When I'm not connected to the internet and stuff like that, that can happen. Now my, you know, LTV or whatever kicks in, so basically my, like, you know, because I have a cell phone, right? It's like that always kicks in. But if I was like in a, let's say my garage or something like that where I live, it's just I could lose service and then that wouldn't show up. So none of those like ads or like nothing would even appear there. Everything would be grayed out. So just so you guys know, it just kind of depends, obviously. Now, to do the tower challenge, you do need internet. So this is definitely a big thing, probably for a lot of people that are playing on like maybe an iPad or something like that, that doesn't have that connection all the time, like if you're at school or something. So just be aware of that. Happy is now level 10. Well, that suits me just fine. He's maxed out now, guys, which is perfect for chapter 3. Sorry, I went on a little discussion on everything and I kind of lost track of things here. So back to the actual tower challenging gameplay. So here we go. We have got the Beauty and the Beast chest back, which we expected. So here's kind of a look at what you guys can expect here from the legendary chest. Now the characters and attractions are going to be gone for me because I have them all, and also Belle's sort of formal dress as well. I have that, so that won't appear here. And now some of these concession stands, you guys, even if you did the Beauty and the Beast limited time event, so like I wasn't playing back then, unfortunately, but if you guys did do it, you guys might be kind of going to yourself, oh, I didn't get that concession stand from it. They've started now adding certain concession stands that are part of tower challenges in here. So those were, like, I believe the ones that they're showing there were the points rewards. At least that's what I remember, and at least so far that's kind of what it is. So the points kind of progress reward, you get concession stands and stuff that are specific, obviously, to the tower challenge. So they're starting to appear now in these legendary chests. So if you missed out because, like, I don't know, maybe you just didn't have the time, you're away or whatever, you didn't have enough strong characters to face the tower, this does give you another chance to get a hold of those concessions, and they're epic, right? So they're pretty solid to have in your kingdom now with all the big changes and stuff with the kingdom, and now they have like rankings, right? So this definitely makes the game a little bit more like complex and complicated, but I mean, realistically, legendary is the best, epic is second best, rare is third best, uncommon is fourth best, and then obviously common is fifth best. So it's kind of like goes in a ranking system, and you know, the more stars obviously the better. And now the stars also apply for decorations for Thrill Zone, so yeah, everything's kind of important. Now the pumpkin wall is the only thing that's missing from my kingdom. I had a whole bunch, but when I cleared out my kingdom, they've gone missing. When I went to put them back in, I didn't notice that they were missing until just like I saw the legendary chests and stuff. So just so you guys know, like I've contacted customer care, and so I'm just waiting to hear back from them. But yeah, like it's a bit of a shame that they kind of vanished. So if you guys are missing a decoration or concession stand, obviously, just kind of be aware, like you need to contact customer care about that, just so they know there's obviously some sort of glitch in their system or something going on, like if things are starting to go missing, especially when you like empty maybe a zone in your kingdom or something like that, right? So just kind of be aware of it. Now the radiant chests have replaced the magical chests, guys, in the kingdom. So here you'll see it's only refresh tokens, currency, happiness, and then like you can see character tokens, but character tokens, the only one I'm missing is the Pixar ball, which literally there's like it just seems like I can collect like 1 million of them now just with the attraction enchantment and stuff. Again, another feature in the game that's made things more complicated, but definitely like there's like an infinite amount, it just seems, that you can collect of these things. So that's why they appear there. So it will depend on what you guys are missing, what will actually appear in the Radiant chest. So again, since I'm just missing that one token, that's going to be it. But if you guys are missing more, then again, they can show up there, and then they are possible rewards in that chest as well. And they're pretty cheap, so I'd say it's a pretty good bundle if you're missing some currency and refresh for sure. So here is Huey, and he is now a level 8. Quackaroni! Alright, so he is an 8 now. I'm kind of, the reason I leveled him up, guys, is like in the back of my mind, it's kind of driving me nuts now they use Ducky and Bunny. I feel like next tower challenge for like the Frozen one, they could possibly use DuckTales now, so I'm starting to kind of think ahead to what I can kind of do. They may not use Huey, Dewey, and Louie, but if they use like Huey, Scrooge, and Dewey, then I mean, at least they're kind of like, you know, dealt with, right? They can be like an 8 or 9 or 10 or whatever, and it will be super duper helpful. Now, I know Louie is like kind of the last one that collection that's unlocked, so they may not include him, kind of like what they did for Toy Story 4. They didn't include Bunny, so I'm sure we'll expect to see Bunny in an upcoming tower challenge, so just kind of make sure that you're kind of like aware of that, right? That it is coming, and you guys will kind of need to be prepared for those characters. I know it's thinking a bit ahead, but I know it takes a while to collect character tokens now for them, especially like for the DuckTales, like the money token, right? You just need so many. You guys need to start like saving up now for sure. Like it just seems like, again, an infinite amount of them are needed, so I'm just trying to be organized. Timothy Q Mouse is now level 5. Guess I don't know my own strength. Oh, he's cute. I like him. He was expensive, though, to bring in the kingdom. Being a talent manager ain't all movie deals and private train cars, you know? You have had to finagle $1 million ear insurance agreement, 'cause I'm pretty sure I'm the first guy ever who had to. Joking aside, though, Dumbo deserves to be treated right and to have a friend who will work to make sure of it. And right now, that friend's got some very important work to do in the big top. Putting in the hours. Send Timothy to the circus on business. This is a side quest, not urgent to do. Still want to do it. 8 hours. And yeah, I'm not quite sure. I'm guessing it's going to do the Dumbo the Flying Elephant attraction. I mean, I'm kind of waiting, you know, maybe to use some of the just like land in the kingdom, like the big giant circus tent. That'd be cool if he goes over that, but he's slow. I don't think so. Oh my gosh, Rex just like literally panicked when Timothy Q Mouse ran by. I guess dinosaurs are scared of mice too. Who knew, right? Who knew? Oh, good times. Good times. So Timothy Q Mouse is headed over there. Again, we'll do the dialogue for that in a couple minutes, but yeah, it's there. Now, I am going to show it again, but you guys, just so you know, now when you're tapping the attractions this time in the kingdom, you might have saw I zoomed in on Crush's coaster a minute ago. When you tap it now, you tap it 3 times, and you're going to get a total of 9 currency. So you're going to get 3 each time. So again, just remember to go around your kingdom and tap those, because again, every little bit of currency helps. Shenzi is now level 5. Well, what have we got here? Oh, I missed doing her dialogue. That was so fun. I can hardly wait till we get some more. I feel like there should be some little bit of dialogue like every time you level them up. I mean, besides like what we get, you know, when they come in straight away, like I just did there, but yeah, it would be definitely fun. So I've leveled up a bunch of guys just from different collections now to just start collecting again so they have a purpose in my kingdom so I don't get the urge to send them home. So here's Hank, and he is now a level 5. Now we're talking. And, oh, he's got dialogue. Sweet. Dory, Hank, my favorite septopus. Also, the only septopus I know, I think. Anyway, could I ask you, something? Favor? A favor? Oh, hey, Spinner. I'm probably going to regret this, but sure. What do you need? Oh, great follow-up. I'm kind of fuzzy on the details, but it has to do with being out of the water. So maybe you can do that? Ha, well, this'll be good. Alright, let me climb up on those rocks and tell you what I see. Maybe it'll jog something loose. Please tell me she goes in a coffee cup. Or whatever, pot, I guess it is. Octopus out of water. It's septopus, get it right. Send Hank to venture topside near the submarine. So, this is an 8-hour quest, and this is like the coolest thing ever. I didn't think there was going to be any character animations with the attractions for Finding Nemo because they were so small and like there was just nothing really. But there is. Hank is actually on the rock. This is like the best quest for the collection now. Hands down. Like I know he doesn't do that much, but the fact that there is character animation makes it sweet. I'm so happy. So I hope that quest isn't just for, obviously the dialogue. I hope it's just like a quest I can go and find later. Absolutely. Alright, so the first milestone reward has been reached. So I get 2 radiant chests. We all do. So let's go ahead here and open these guys. Sorry, I was just making sure it was recording. I should cut that out, but I didn't, so I apologize. Okay, so we got 2 Pixar Ball tokens, 60 EC in total, and then a single refresh token. So that's in the first chest there. Now, if I didn't need the Pixar Balls, it would be happiness, I guess, currency, and refresh. So 1 happiness, 60 EC again, and refresh, because that's the only reward I can get at the end. Yep, because everybody's maxed out for Chapter 2. So literally, I couldn't be in a better position to do well on the leaderboard. The only thing now is just to make sure I set my timers and check my kingdom. Now, I know it's hard to do for some of you guys that are in school or work or whatever. Like, I get it. Have a life outside of DMK. It will be definitely more difficult unless you're willing to spend gems. So it's kind of up to you guys, like, what you want to do there. But yeah, I mean, I think I got a pretty good chance here to do well, unless I get like 150 people gemming like psycho people. So otherwise I'll be fine. So yeah, there we go. Now the characters are going back out to challenge the tower, and things are looking good so far. So let's check my position. What the? Sherry is at 22,630 points within like 2.5 or maybe almost 3 hours, I guess, since Chapter 2 started. Brutal. That's a gemmer right there, but that's their choice, right? Beast. Cogsworth. Ah, hello, Master. I was just going through your schedule for the week, and I had a number of questions. Master? Forgive me for asking, but is there any reason why your magic mirror is showing nothing but a bright purple glow? Cogsworth, if I knew what the reason was, I wouldn't be staring at it so hard. Quest complete. The thoughtful approach. It's starting to make my eyes tired. So I got a refresh token for that. 10 magic, which is just pathetic, but yeah. Let's keep going. Oh, believe you me, Lumiere. I'm as pleased as anybody to see the Master taking a more deliberate approach. But I worry it may tip him over into one of his, moods, which is why we must find Belle, so she can ensure that he doesn't. Cogsworth, my friend, for once I concur with you. She will be at the bookshop, no doubt. I will search for her there. And... ... The bookshop? No. You blithering. Her schedule clearly states that she is having tea with her father. Why, you... Where is she? This is an event quest, guys, so this means currency. Send Cogsworth and Lumiere to argue over scheduling. Now, technically, Beast, I thought, should have had currency as well, but he didn't. So, usually it's a refresh and currency, so a bit weird. Hank, okay. We got a bunch of buildings, a whole lot of humans. Looks like a line of colorful trucks that ring any bells. Oh, wait. I'm getting something. Something about trucks. Something I wanted to ask you. Something I heard a human say that one time on the bridge. It's on the tip of my... Your what? Come on, kid. I'm running out of moisture here. What is it? Hank, can you drive a stick shift? And we're done. Oh, I love it. Quest complete. Octopus out of water. Oh, what just happened? Okay, sorry guys. I've got nothing against sticks, but a lot against trucks. A lot of weird memories there. Yeah, absolutely. I can imagine that was pretty weird. But he wasn't a bad driver. Probably one of the fastest learners ever. Definitely. Love Hank. He's so cool. Unfortunately, though, the rest, I have to wait till I level somebody up, probably Dory or whatever, to trigger the next bout. Maybe it's even Hank again. But just when the story started to get good with trucks and memories and all of that kind of fun jazz, we have to leave it. So clearly Dory is going to forget, and we're going to have to go through all of this all over again. So sad. I hate that in some ways. I love it, but like at the same time, like, what happens next? It's not gonna happen fast enough. So I'm gonna forget where we're at, and then yeah, it'll take a bit for it to trigger. I guess I'm kind of in the same position as Dory. Sometimes we just forget. There's just a lot going on in the kingdom lately. With characters, tower challenge, and stuff like that. I know things are going to slow down when I bring in Dumbo, for sure. That'll be the last character that I need to bring in as part of my main storyline, which will be a huge accomplishment. An emotional day. But I'll still obviously have dialogue and stuff, because I have to, like, max out Dumbo and all my other characters, right? So it's not going to stop the MK. It's just, like, there's not going to be very many new people to welcome unless they're in Legendary Chess, which I'm still missing a few for sure. So here is Dewey, and he is now a level 7. I'm always ready for another adventure. Me too! Me too. No dialogue from him, though. See, guys, I told you I'm in preparation for the next tower challenge. Thinking ahead. Thinking ahead. Now, everybody, you'll be doing different stuff. So, definitely, if you guys have your stuff maxed out, then yeah, sure, do whatever I'm doing. But, like, if you guys are like, oh, well, I just got Cogsworth and he needs to be leveled up or whatever, then, of course, do him. Or you're prepping for Chapter 3 and need, like, you know, Anastasia leveled up, like, go for it, right? It's just, this is kind of where I'm at, when really I'm just waiting to max out the evil queen. There's really nothing else I can do right now. So, it's cool. I just pick and choose who I want to do. Michael Darling is now level 5. Jiminy! And dialogue! Oh, yay! See what I'm talking about? I already brought him in, but there's dialogue, right? Like when you level them up, like every couple of levels, basically. I have lots of friends in Neverland, like all the Lost Boys. We play all sorts of games together in their home under the ground, like playing ball and digging for worms and... ... And I'm going to play with them now. He's so cute. He's definitely missing some color, though, like LeFou. I don't know. 7 of a kind. Send Michael to play at the Lost Boys hideout. All right, so we're going to send him to do that because he's adorable, and I want more Michael dialogue. So I don't know what it is lately, but I find some of the characters, like, they brought in, or, like, I guess they were creating. There's certain ones now that I find are missing some color to them. So I hope at some point that changes a tad. As I said, like Michael's missing some color for sure in his like clothing and his face. And LeFou was another one. It was like, you look at him and you're like, there's something wrong with his skin. Like it's more like grayish brown. Like he looks like, I don't know, he hasn't eaten a vegetable in like 1,000 years. Timothy. Well, as Dumbo's official talent manager, I am overjoyed to announce that the Big Top's main tent pole officially ain't got any cracks in it anymore. Well, that's a good thing. Hey, safety's important. Dumbo's years may be insured, but that don't mean either of us want the tent falling on him again. That is true. That did happen once. He learned from the first time. But that technically it wasn't his fault. That was Elephant's. Quest complete. Putting in the hours. And I mean elephants that weren't Dumbo. Female elephants. I gave it a couple of wraparounds of adhesive tape, just to be sure, too. You can never be too careful. Aww. I am sure that made no difference. But we love you anyways. Absolutely. So what ideas? Okay, so I wanted to show you guys this. So they do it together in the kingdom. And I thought maybe Timothy would like sit on his shoulder or stand beside him or something. But this is a quest here with the ringmaster and Timothy. I don't know why Eve keeps going through him. Oh, and Mike Wazowski now. But anyways, so apparently that you can't actually see Timothy. Oh, I'm in ultra zoom. Oh, I was for a second. Oh, now I can't. I should have left it there. Sorry, guys. So the whisper ideas, Timothy, like, what is going on? Everybody move away from the ringmaster. Step away, guys. Step away. Otherwise, you're all under arrest. No, I'm kidding. Not actually. But move out of the way. We need, like, I don't know, construction cones or something. But I was trying to prove a point that Timothy is like, I don't know, I guess in terms of the game, when you think about it, is inside the ringmaster, which makes no sense. But like, that's just how it is with, you know, the quest and the animation. But I thought it was kind of funny. I was like, oh, it's a quest we can see them do together, but we can't actually see it. So it's not the first time either. You see the ringmaster perfectly, and then Timothy Mouse is nowhere to be found. So just wanted to point that out. Now, I am choosing right now, and I know, I'm sorry, I'm being a bit annoying, but I'm really confused who I'm going to level up. I was like, oh, I'll do Ed. He's busy. Oh, I'll do Maui. Oh, he's busy. Oh, I'll do this. It's like, yeah, it's just turning out to be a disaster. And so I keep going back down to Bruce, so I'm just bringing in Bruce. Leveled him up. Yeah, I know he's a little scary, but he's a nice shark-ish when he doesn't smell blood. Bruce is now level 6. Don't be alarmed. I'm a nice shark. Jokes. I just said that. I was technically, Bruce, I was rooting for you. So if I ever join the kingdom and I got a mermaid tail or anything funky as one of my quests, please don't eat me. I honestly was rooting for you the whole time. Okay? Rooting the whole time. Now, I know that sharks, they smell blood and all that, but I mean, I kind of worry, right? Like, he can see red, so I'm assuming he can see red. Sharks aren't colorblind, are they? Are great whites colorblind? I don't think so. I guess I don't know enough about great whites. But if that's the case, if they're not colorblind, technically if they see the color red, is that like a bad thing? Because like Ariel's hair is red. I don't know. I don't think it works like that. I think it's actually the smell. But, you know, just saying. I'd be a little bit nervous if I had flaming red hair like Ginny Weasley or Ariel or something like that. Just personally. Mind you, orange is pretty close to red in terms of the color schemes and all that. So, technically, Marlin and Nemo would be in possibly a bit of danger as well. So, with the Mickey balloons. Noticing Mickey balloons. have a lot of red. Actually, they are just totally red. But I'm like, okay, what would we want to avoid with Bruce? He is a little scary looking in the kingdom, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I know, like, I'm very happy to have him in the kingdom and stuff. Don't get me wrong. But he is scary. Like, hands down, he's terrifying. So, I don't know how some of the younger crowd feel about Bruce. I know he was a premium character in the TC, so maybe you guys just didn't buy him. Alright, Cogsworth and Lumiere are arguing. Tea! Bookshop! Tea! Bookshop! Tea! Bookshop! You know, I was having tea with my father at the bookshop, which you'd know if either of you had bothered to ask me. Uh-oh. Quest complete. Where is she? Mademoiselle, how much of that argument did you just hear exactly? 1 refresh token. Where's the currency? 10 magic? Guys, there's usually currency with this. Am I the only one having this? Let me know. Belle. Cogsworth and Lumiere told me you'd be here, but with them talking over each other, it was hard to tell what was wrong. Oh, it's nothing. It's just, I was trying to figure out where those purple lights were coming from. And I don't think I can do it. Not patiently like you would. When I look like this, it's difficult to focus. I wonder if they'll ever give us a costume for Beast, like out of Beast form. Well, I may not know exactly how that feels, but I know that I want to help however I can. Let's think this through together. Alright, so let's see how long this quest is gonna be. 2 heads are better. Send Beast and Belle to Brainstorm. So another event quest. Where's the currency? 10 magic? That is not right. See, it says currency there. So I guess we're getting the currency when we tap the quest being done. So I'll have to keep an eye on that, guys. Just so you guys know, like, it should be showing at the end there, but it's not. It usually does. So I'm guessing we're getting the currency when we actually tap them, but I am going to keep an eye on that since it is a little bit unusual. I just want to be sure we're actually getting the currency, because otherwise it's like, yeah, I know there's a point to at least to getting the refresh, but still, it's a little bit discouraging for sure. Like 150%. I'm sure we're probably getting it. It's just not showing that way, but I just want to be sure naturally since it is important. So they're off doing that. They're sitting on the bench. Now, that is a quest in the kingdom they do together normally. So this is like not a new sort of quest sort of animation or anything. Ooh, I'm in 55th place. Yes, I'm in the top 150, guys. I just got to keep this up. Gotta keep it up. Woo! Okay, so yeah, let's just keep going with this. Keep getting those milestones. Yeah. So pumped. So pumped. So I might do a live stream, like, I was thinking I might do it tomorrow, but I might wait until either tomorrow, like, later, or else I'll do it, like, Friday. I don't know. Actually, I don't know what my schedule is for Friday at this point, but I'm definitely going to do a live stream for the next, like, 2 days. I'll let you guys know, though. Belle. Well, usually I'd research this curse just like I would any other problem, but there's not a lot in print about it. Maybe you should read The Story of Sleeping Beauty, Belle. That would help you. The writings of John Dee, maybe. John wrote in Latin mostly, but maybe we can find a translated copy. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Do we know John Dee, guys? I feel bad if I should. Oh, or any of the Arthurian legends. Some say Merlin was a shapeshifter like you know. There's this one epic poem that... Oh my gosh, Merlin! Ah! Sweet, I love it. Or, I'm rambling again, aren't I? Maybe we could think of a more practical solution too. Instead of reading books. Yeah. Life stuff. Life stuff. Quest complete. 2 heads are better. Belle, when I'm with you, I feel like I could do anything. Just so long as you read it to me. Beast needs to go to the library some more. Yep, do some more reading. Wow, he's got a really big hand. Okay, I'll just tap it. It's funny. Sorry. It's just funny sometimes to look at how they do the high fives. So I did get the currency there, guys. I saw it sort of come up later. So it's just not showing up as like the reward, but you do actually get it. So it's good to know that it is showing up. At least from what I'm noticing, it makes sense where my currency's at. But don't panic, like when you guys look at the quest and it's like, oh, you're supposed to get this currency, but then when the quest is complete, you don't get it. You are getting it, it's just not showing up the same way it usually does. So, yeah. Just be aware, it looks like we're still at least getting the currency. Still may be worth being like, hey, you might want to change this so we can actually see we're getting the currency, just because this is a little bit confusing, but, like, it's not anything to panic about, like, we're doing the quest for nothing, or, because I know some of you guys invest, like, in the legendary chest to get the characters, so you can do the dialogue so that you're investing in things properly and stuff and able to get through these event quests. And if you can't, well, obviously it makes it a little bit brutal, right? So, I mean, I think, like, it's still good that you're investing in them, but just be aware you may not, like, sort of catch on, like, right away that you're actually getting what you deserve to get. Alright, so, again, something that I think it's worth writing into them probably about. Whoa, sorry about that, guys. A little bit of a fire alarm. I had to stop my video for a second there, so I apologize. But yeah, everything's good here. Just nothing I could do about that. Raja is now level 7. Oh, we've had that, I think, once during, like, a live stream or something like that, where the fire alarm was going off, and we were like, what is happening? And I decided to just sit and wait to see if it was, like, a false thing or not, or whatever, but yeah, let's just say it just happened. So, life stuff that I guess can happen when you're recording. But yeah, I don't live in a house. That's why it's like I didn't know what the heck was going on. I was like, yeah, we'll just wait and see what's going on. But everything's good. All right, so back to the video here. Now, in terms of magic, guys, what I've been doing with my characters and leveling them up, it has taken a hit, obviously, because I've been choosing some characters that are shorter time periods, but are more expensive, like Michael Darling, and you know, like, you know, yes, that there's some things, like, from the DuckTales or from Finding Nemo and stuff like that maybe weren't so expensive, but the thing is they were shorter level up, so they do kind of take a little bit more of a dent in some ways, right? So it's not like doing a 24-hour guy who's like under 10,000, right? So it just kind of depends here. So my magic has been taking a bit of a hit, but I wanted to give some of my characters things to do, again, just so that I have a bit of an incentive to not send them home. Just because I know sometimes, like, I'm like, oh, like, it's just driving me crazy, like, what am I gonna do? But, you know, realistically, I need to kind of keep going with things and just kind of keep leveling people up just in case they use them for tower challenges and stuff. And again, since, like, I'm ahead here, I may as well just spend a bit more of the magic. I know I'll need to start saving for Dumbo. Like, I know that. I'm trying to keep my magic above 100,000 for this week, and then next week when I hit 300,000, I will try not to dip under that, so that I'm kind of, like, progressing, right? So that when I hit Dumbo, and I bring him in for 750,000, I want to try and make sure that I'm at 1 million magic by the time, like, I bring him in. That way I know it'll take all my magic and stuff like that pretty much, right? But I'll at least still have some that I won't be at basically 0. Because I think when I brought in, what was it? It was when I brought in Pascal and when I brought in, oh, who was it? Oh, Timothy Q. Mouse. And anyways, it's characters like that. It literally brought me to basically 0, and I built the attractions and stuff. So I pretty much have been struggling with the magic and kind of keeping it up or whatever, but I wanted to get past Gallon. I wanted to level up some more expensive characters, you know, from like Peter Pan, just so I'm collecting for them and stuff, and then it'll take me a while anyways to just kind of give certain characters a bit of a purpose. So like even in, for example, Beauty and the Beast, now like Lumiere and Cogsworth have something to do. I know Anna now from Frozen has something to do because she collects Michael's teddy bear. I know Davy Jones collects for the teddy bear, and Tia Dalma's helping out with Dumbo. So there's like a couple of characters I know now that are gonna have things to do. And I think, what's the other one from Alice in Wonderland? I think it's Alice and the Mad Hatter go together to collect Michael's ears hat, I believe. I don't remember the times offhand, but that's kind of besides the point. The point is it's just like it is giving them something to do, so it's keeping me happy. Michael!
That was fun! I played with Toodles when I was feeling quiet, Slightly when I was feeling loud, Nibs when I was feeling jumpy, and the twins when I wanted to play two things at once.
Quest complete. 7 of a kind.
Cubby played with Bear the whole time. They're both bears.
That's like the cutest thing ever.
Cubby played with bears the whole time because they're both bears.
I just like, oh, it's like that. That's the kind of dialogue that makes you want to give a character a hug. Like, oh, Cubby, you're cutie. Oh my gosh, here's another one I want to hug. It'd be a little harder because he's so tiny, but yeah, I have held a baby sea turtle before, and trust me, they're so tiny, and they fit like the palm of your hand. It's like the cutest thing ever. So yes, maybe I was holding Squirt. Oh, so cool. So cool. I want to do that again someday. Bonsai is now level 7. I don't get it. Oh my gosh. That wasn't the Ed laugh, guys. It was not the Ed laugh. The Ed laugh is very distinct. But yes, there is some sounds in there that sound like the Ed laugh. That's just the hyena laugh in general. But yeah, Ed's obviously the most ridiculous. I know you guys love Ed. I tried to level him up earlier, but I couldn't do it because he was busy. So yeah, anyways, it is gonna kind of have to wait a little bit there. But we will do Ed very, very soon, 150%. Probably around the same time as I do the Evil Queen, maybe. Because the Evil Queen, guys, she should be ready to max out in like... I mean, I'd like to send her out maybe by Thursday. Latest would be, I guess, like, latest would be Saturday morning. But I think I might be able to do her Friday morning. Yeah. Like, I know I already sent out my characters. Well, I will be sending my characters out for today's round. But, like, because she's not ready yet. There's no point. Like, I'm trying to decide once again who to do. Maui, like... he's 24 hours stuff. I know he'll take like 100 of the flowers though, which is always a problem, but anyways, point is the Evil Queen, it looks like she will end up being maxed out for facing the tower. So really all that is gonna leave, guys, is Snow White, but she doesn't help with the tower challenge in terms of like you know, collecting like the currency or whatever. She, I believe, is going to be helping with collecting like glitch fabrics, or she's going to be helping with something to do with her Comfy Cozy costume, which is supposed to be coming out on Sunday with the start of chapter 3. So we'll have to sort of see what she's going to be useful for, but she's not challenging the tower. So I'm not maxing her out though, only because I want to see her welcome screen in the Comfy costume. That's, again, I made that decision a while ago, so I'm just kind of leaving it there. And the Evil Queen, like, I just really want to do her, because then that would be the last character out of 10. And I know chapter 3, we always need, like, loads more points to get the final concession stand and stuff. So having your characters at a higher level will help for sure. So that's why I'm trying to kind of reach that goal as, like, soon as possible. But again, like, it's fine for the next 24 hours, but it's just something I'm going to kind of want to be starting to kind of, like, get together or whatever over the next, you know, day. So I'll be on top of my characters. Now it's every like 4 hours, so it'll kind of work out, I guess, when I challenge the tower and stuff like that. Like I'll send them out every 2, but if it's like I can't check it for 4 hours or whatever, it'll always time up with the dwarf. So I'll kind of try and make sure that I'm kind of collecting from all of them to get those like last few ears hats that I need. So that'll be really, really good. And I'm trying to keep my happiness in ecstatic as well. I know it keeps dropping and stuff quite quickly, but I'm trying to keep it in there. It goes down about 10% every hour. So again, it can be a bit challenging at times, but when it's in ecstatic, that's sort of kind of the deal with it. So I'm trying to keep it in ecstatic now. They've made it so it's a little bit easier to actually manage. It's still hard, but like not as hard as it was back, was it 2 or 3 updates ago, I guess now, where they changed it so the happiness was literally impossible. And I literally couldn't get my happiness in ecstatic, and it was hard to keep it even in joyous. So I remember I was like losing my mind about happiness because it was always such a thing I promoted so much. Since I started playing the game, I was like, oh, this helps so much. Happiness used to help with magic as well, guys. They've changed that feature, so it doesn't help with magic anymore, but it really helps with character tokens and stuff like that. So I know, again, with the whole magic thing, it used to give a 10% bonus, so that was really why, for me, it was really important. I think that's why I was able to save up so much magic and stuff with my kingdom and my game for so long. It's low now, but like I was sitting at like 2 or 3 million for like a long time. So I mean, I've been pretty golden with my magic and stuff like that. So again, the happiness thing is mostly just for the character tokens, but when you're trying to collect for things like Pascal's when he was released, Dumbo now and his are like, you know, epic and legendary or whatever, it's like you need your happiness and ecstatic if you guys really want to collect for them like at a reasonable rate, right? So if you don't really care and you're just kind of going through the game doing whatever, then it won't matter to you, right? But if you're really trying to achieve certain things, like again, refresh tokens, even from a tower challenge, you need your kingdom up as high as you can. So that's another sort of thing for me. So for Dumbo, again, like Pascal, I mean, basically generally like everybody, but I mean, for me, the Evil Queen, and the refresh tokens, I was like, whoa, where was I going with this? The refresh tokens, all of those, they are all going to be helpful, you know, obviously with expanding your kingdom and with the tower challenge. So you can't go wrong with helping out your kingdom to keep it there. If you guys are finding like you know, you're studying or you're working like a full day and you're just feeling like you're having trouble keeping it there, just try for one day locking your kingdom's happiness in, and I think that will really help you guys to when it gets to like the 99 or 100% ecstatic type of thing. When it goes out of like when your happiness like lock on it, when it goes away, you'll be at that high happiness and you'll have a bunch of happiness bubbles like around your kingdom. So you can actually go around and tap them to keep it up there, and then that will kind of help you with the boost. So just so you guys know, if you guys are having trouble, that might be kind of the way to do it. It'll cost you a bit of elixirs, but it's not too bad. So that is it for today, guys. That was a long video, I know, with all of my progress, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So make sure you guys give it a big Mickey thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and I will see you guys for the next video or live stream. I'll keep you guys posted. Bye!